We all know how hard blades are to hit. And it becomes even harder when you throw a 1-iron into the equation. But I think I found a way to make one of the most notorious golf clubs in golf just a little bit easier to deal with. Here it is. The Mizuno 14-degree driving iron. So basically what we got going on here is an old school utility iron. And that's real old school. A steel shaft in a utility iron hybrid style club. And even the original Mizuno grip is in good shape. I had to put a new grip on the bladed 1-iron when we documented that just because the grip was so far gone, but this one actually has some life left in it. Although I will change it out for a tour wrap if I stick with this club.
Little round. A little red tiny thing? No. Yeah. You can get them in the dollar store. Okay. Yeah. That's for Merle's thermostat. I got a little thing on my keychain here. It's turned.
207. Not bad for a first effort.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah. Dollar store? Yep. We picked off from Merle for his thermostat.
You do get away with it more on a bad strike. There's 219. I'd still like to see over 200 yards of carry. We got the 200 carry, but it was the wrong way. Not bad when I get it right. Big old slice. There we go. 227 with a 202 carry. Oh, that ball flight was awesome. There we go. We're getting our 200-yard carry. A lucky bounce up.
I don't know why I didn't have it yet, because I'm waiting on hand to see what hand is doing, and the other door is sort of interviewing to do. I got Thursday open on TV. You want to wear it? That's the one I got.
still rolls out. It's like a borderline slice, power fade. If you cut that power fade out, this thing goes.
Because the thing is, you go down there and then you proper.
Yeah, a much more controlled fade.
Do proper kitchen. And again, I think it's also.
And you got our carry.
And then it gets more
dark
all that.
pin. Definitely allows more room for air than the blade one iron. Still not a lot of room for air. Like that.
I like that in my schedule. I don't know. I like to be set. I like to be set.
That was chunks.
Yeah. So I know like she works every Thursday and so.
It looks ended on a good one.
Yeah, perfect. So now no, it gets busy, but then I'll have
There's that power.
shifts and other people, so yeah.
Yeah, that club definitely allows more room for error than my bladed one iron. That power fade still creeps in though and cuts some of the distance off, but even when we power faded it, we still got our 200-yard carry. But when we got that more control fade, straight on ball flight, this thing was a laser beam. But as you saw, it's not perfect. It's still hard to hit, even for a utility iron. But much easier than a butter knife blade one iron. Now there's only one more thing left to do. All right, you guys know the drill. We're gonna play a hole with this thing.
Oh my lord, you got the kick out of that one.
Oh yeah. And that's how it's done. Just a little pitch shot to the green.
Oh, nice shot.
And we have a birdie chance off a one iron. Turn.
Oh, beautiful putt though.
I'll take par.
Par is good.
After that field test, I am dubbing this thing the short par 4 killer. That hole was 289 yards long, and I just had a simple pitch into the green, 2-putt par, textbook. It's still not the easiest club to hit, but as you see, when you get it right out the middle, it goes. In fact, I like this club so much, I'm gonna build a 90s set around it and these irons, because I'm retiring these irons. They brought me to Florida and they brought me 2 gold medals. That's right, so nice we did it twice. 2022, 2023. The first step to creating our 90s set is to take out the modern golf clubs that we won't be using. And we already got that complete, so we'll move on to the second step, adding the clubs that will truly make this a 90s themed setup. First, we take my double-sided bullseye style putter, some old SM4s that I rusted to high hell to give a second life, and a Wilson the Whale compressed carbon graphite driver from the 90s. Add all these components up and you have an awesome 90s themed iron striker set, which in turn contrasts nicely with my Persimmon era set. And you can see how golf started to transition from the Persimmon era to more modern materials in the wood heads, like carbon graphite heads or the metal woods. This is the metal wood era. I just went with this because it's different, and Companies like TaylorMade, Carbon Woods basically are all the rage right now. And you even started to see things in the 90s, early 2000s. You started to see hybrids and utility irons become more prevalent. Although, is this harder to hit than a Persimmon Era 3 would? Well, you be the judge of that. And graphite shafts become more of a standard feature in drivers and 3 woods and clubs of that nature. Most wooden headed clubs, steel shaft is the standard option, but wooden headed clubs with graphite shafts do exist. It just becomes more prevalent, especially in the wood type clubs around the end of the 80s, getting into the 90s. This is awesome. I got new irons on the way and a new vintage set to mess with. But most importantly, we found a solution to the most infamous hard to hit club in golf, the bladed 1 iron. Well, not as easy to hit as, say, a hybrid or a wood. It's still much more forgiving in terms of getting away with it on mishits compared to the bladed 1 iron. Although the sweet spot on this club is still small by today's standards, just the fact that I can still get some distance out of it when I don't hit it absolutely dead center is a godsend. And you even see in the simulators, I mishit one, it still dives, slices dead right, like with the 1 iron. So not a completely just walk in the park solution, but still a night and day difference in terms of reliability and consistency. And I'm also a sucker for Japanese golf clubs. So that's also a cool factor. And just the way this driving iron blends with the Bobby Jones set is also aesthetically pleasing. Now that that's out of the way, let's go get some new irons. What are they gonna be? You'll just have to wait and see. New Scott out.